What is up, spontaneous gameplay? It's the Cat's Pajamas, keeping things fresh like I do. You guys asked for it, part 2 to How to Get a Girl commentary. So I had a lot of great feedback in my last video. You guys really enjoyed it. I could tell by all the thumbs up. The thumbs up to dislike ratio was pretty good. So obviously you guys enjoyed it, and since you guys asked for a part 2, obviously you want a part 2, so here you go. One quick thing I want to say is, I know a few of you had a problem with the gameplay I put in with my last video, and that's because over on my channel, I'm not so much about the gameplay. I'm more about just like the life stories, the rants, the thoughtful commentaries, and when I come over here, I know this crowd over here at Spontaneous Gameplay, you guys are a bit more into the gameplay, so I gotta keep that in mind, because I want to keep you guys happy with what you're watching and what you're listening to. So, yeah, my apologies if I'm using ghosts in this video, and, you know, it's a little domination action on Hangar 18, which is a pretty awesome map. It's actually the only map in the new Annihilation map pack that I like. God, I gotta stop buying these map packs. I end up hating them after, like, 2 weeks. It's just a waste of money. Alright, guys, so after trying to do this commentary literally 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times, I've decided that the best way to give you guys the part 2 on how to get a girl is to go through the comments and reply to what you guys said. If you have a little situation that you need help on, then I'm going to be addressing that in this video. And, you know, if you just made a pretty sick comment or hilarious comment, probably end up mentioning that. You know, there's not too much I can tell you guys on how to pick up a female or how to get a girlfriend besides what I told you in the last video. You just definitely got to remember all those turn-ons that I gave you guys. You got to remember those sly, subtle moves that you can put on a girl that say, hey, I like you, but I'm not going to be weird about it. And, you know, you just got to be confident and be yourself. Don't be someone you're not, because then you're going to end up either going on a date with this girl or getting into a relationship with her, and you're going to have to be a totally fake person around her. And you know what? Girls don't like that, and hell, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like yourself for it. Alright guys, so let's get underway because it actually takes a lot longer to do this than I thought. Rock With Me says, the #1 wanted feature in a guy from girls is someone that's funny but not cocky funny. You know what, dude? I know exactly what you're talking about. I wouldn't say it's the #1 feature, but it's definitely something that girls look for. If you can make her laugh, you're pretty much in there like swimwear. Throughout the last commentary, I said girls appreciate when you compliment the smaller things, and Romano2005 said, what if the smaller things are tits? God, that made me laugh the first time I read that. That's hilarious. You know what? If you want to try going and saying to a female that you like her small breasts, then feel free. Just don't come to me after you have a black eye. So, another guy says, this helps a lot, but I'm terribly ugly. Dude, trust me, you're probably not that ugly. And if you can follow all the tips that I gave you, dress nice, smell nice, look nice, then if you have like a naturally distorted face, which I doubt you do, then even that is gonna make you look a lot better. Riot Reaper asked me if I'm a girl or I'm gay, and I'm sorry, I didn't know being successful with the ladies means I'm a chick or I like men. Just saying. Alright, so hold on, let me move on. My computer is very slow, so I apologize. Oh, and there was a few comments on how you guys didn't like Ghost, and you didn't like my gameplay in the last episode, and I think I've already addressed that in this commentary. Did I, or did I cut that out? Oh, I can't remember. But anyways, I'm sorry guys, I gotta remember to keep the gameplay fresh with you guys, because you guys are more into the gameplay over here, and on my channel I don't go so intense with that kind of gameplay. Justin Fruit showers 3 times a day. You must be clean as hell, bro. Nice, nice, nice. So a lot of these comments in between just say part 2, and you know, I appreciate you guys wanting a part 2, so I'll lump you all together and say I love you, and there, we should be good with that. Alright, so Heat 30 Productions says, Make a part 2, and what if you only meet the girl at the pool? What should I do then? I talk to her, but not every single day, so is talking to her enough, or should I do something else? Well, dude, obviously, if you want to get with this girl, then you're gonna have to do more than talk with her. Set up a date, or, like, just a hangout. Maybe go to the movies, go do something else. Like, I don't know, it's summer right now, so you have a lot of options. Unless you mean that you just talk to her when you go to the pool, then in that case, that's it works out, but you definitely gotta show her that you're interested in her by either doing a couple subtle moves and all that stuff that I went over in the last video, or maybe even just straight up tell her. Alright, so Speedfunk says, maybe also good to know is when talking to a girl, be interested, ask her questions, don't talk about yourself. I really should have included this in the last video, so thanks for mentioning that. It is a lot easier to have conversation, not just with a girl actually, but with anyone, if you talk about them and not yourself. That'd be kind of interesting to see how that works if two people with that same mentality came together. They're trying to like force the other person to talk about themselves, but they don't want to do. That'd be funny. Alright. But yeah, that's definitely a good point. Try talking about her interest and all that stuff, and it's gonna work out quite nicely for you. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so this Sotis says, me and my neighbor girl kind of have something. We talk and hang with each other and we are good friends. The problem is we kind of are waiting for who's going to do the first move. The thing about this, dude, is you kind of have the pressure to make the first move. That's just naturally what guys are, supposed to do. So, like you said, if she's into you, then you shouldn't really have to worry about putting the first move on, because, she's probably going to like it either way. Gonna end up going out, have some sexy time, maybe not, but that's up to you, whatever you want to do. Alright, how much time do we have left in this video? Oh, we got good time. Might rush through these last few comments because I don't wanna run out of time. Mr. Cincy, I think that's how you say it, says, Cats Pajamas deserves more views and subscribers. Thank you. God, man, I love you. That's so nice of you to say. I love reading comments like that so much. Alright, so BFMV, Bullet for My Valentine, I'm guessing. I have a girl that's my best friend, and I like her a lot. I compliment her, make eye contact, say hi, and we like the same stuff, and I always smell nice. I always have gum, and I dress good. Nice, you're following all the rules right there, dude. You're pretty much set to go. But, apparently, she doesn't like you back, and, like, 14 other girls like me. Dude, trust me, I went through, like, a few years of a lot of other girls liking me, and I like this one girl, but she just, she wouldn't give me anything. She wouldn't tell me that she liked me, because she didn't, obviously. So, this is a tough situation, but definitely if you can keep talking to her, keep hanging out with her, keep doing these compliments, but, with respect to not being too overbearing, eventually I think she's going to realize that you guys have a good relationship and you may be able to take it to the next level. So you're doing all the right things, just keep it up, basically. Alright, so more part two. Let's see, anything else? Shutstafa says, I love how I'm listening to a gamer nerd about getting a girl. Just so you know, bro, I'm actually pretty good looking myself. Not trying to be cocky or anything, but I really think I gotta let you know that before you go around calling me a nerd. Oh god, the gameplay's almost over and I'm on the last page of comments. Okay. The official Starfish says, you forgot one important thing. Be yourself and don't show off. Bam. Great way to end it right there. Definitely be yourself. Don't be someone who you're not. It's not going to work out for you. Mexican Boy 7th Street says, I'm totally bookmarking this. Sick wheels, bro. You definitely do that. And watch this every time you go on a date. The last comment says, can you tell us how to make coke? And I guess you mean cocaine, but if you mean actual coke, I don't know how to make Coca-Cola, but I know how to make cocaine. Alright, peace out, guys. Joking, I actually don't know how to make cocaine because drugs are bad for you.